Hey, I'm back. I want to start by showing you again the glass pen that I use for my samples, for the sample cards for the writing. And I am totally in awe about how this was made. I wish I knew more about it because look at this. It has paper inside, yet there is no opening anywhere. It's crazy. Yep. And I keep it in this vintage desk thingy, which I'm sure didn't originally belong to it, but that's kind of where I have it. So I know where it is and I'm not worried about it falling off my desk or anything like that. And now let me start with my new inks. Already I'm missing one card. Where are you? There. New inks. Let's start with this one. I've only so far had diamine shimmers, but this one is a Robert Oster. This is how the bottle looks like. Violet clouds, and on the bottom here you can totally see the glitter. So this is another one that you've got to shake good. And yes, I think I will do, we'll have to get one more TWSBI Eco pen to use to fill it with this ink, a purple one. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm terrible. Okay. And you can very nicely see the shimmer, I think. Right? Beautiful. And this is Robert Oster these are my first bottles. Another gorgeous color. River of Fire. Oh yeah, I have to say, I initially put this in my new blue TWSBI Eco, but I took it back out because it's too green for me. I wanted a blue ink in there, and because I don't have a lot, we'll take my daughter back to college, and so she owns the Enchanted Ocean shimmer, diamond shimmer, so I'm going to fill my blue pen with that one, and then I'll see how much I like it if I want to get my own bottle. Here is a Sailor Ink Studio. I had a 162 sample from Debbie, but I was very curious how the same color in a more intense coloring looks like. So I stuck with the 160 line, but picked instead of the 162 that I knew, I decided on this one, and I can't wait to write with it because I've only made the card. I'm sorry I didn't include you in the card making process, but I had, I was on it at night and I just kept going. The lighting was, of course, horrible. I am super in love with this. I can't wait to put this into a pen. I haven't done that yet. The green, I think, is absolutely gorgeous. I'm very much looking forward to writing with this when the time comes. And the last new ink is this one, another shimmer ink, which you will see in writing in a moment. Pink Champagne. I hope you can see the glitter. Beautiful. I think for this one I did not use the dip pen, I wonder, but I let it slide this one time. And now let's look at the pens that are inked. This was a very sweet and thoughtful gift from a friend. She ordered it online, and I I thought that was so sweet because she wanted it to get here for Christmas, which it did. And she picked good, even though I must say, to be perfectly honest, can't you come up with a better name than online for a pen? So this came with 3 different nibs, calligraphy ones, and I'm looking forward to playing more with that. I have to practice a little bit more. So far I've done horrible whenever I did, but it doesn't matter. So I'm going to call it the calligraphy pen. Oh. And it came in a box set that did not just have the 2 extra nibs with the front of the pen to exchange, but also with this beautiful brown ink that I really have been enjoying. It just says brown. And that was a set. Sorry, I'm so horrible to place it in the middle for you guys to see. Really nice. And next, no surprise to those who have been here a couple of times, is my Lamy All-Star, which was a sweet gift from Debbie. And I just don't get tired of this. Whenever I've gone through one filling of ink, I just re-ink it right away. Because also the ink is such a good match. Move you guys over just a little bit. And here comes another one that you've seen before, because I don't use it that much. I like the broad nibs better. But it doesn't matter. It's always a reliable writer. It has an engraving of these 2 letters, AE, back here. And it's a random cartridge. Because a lot of times when I had only 2 or 1 or 3 left in a box, I relocated them. So I never quite know what's in the cartridges because I kind of condensed my packaging. And here we have the Pelican 25 with the hooded nib, this little beauty. Oh, gosh. And the color is called Sapphire Blue, the color of the pen, I must say. This has a really nice nib that I really enjoy when I write with it. I'm still playing a little bit with grinding it a little differently. I have one of those little blocks that came with a set of calligraphy pens, and I've been playing because, as you hear, it's very noisy, so I'm trying to get rid of that last itty bitty scratch. I have inked this with a sample ink, and it is Diamond Shimmer. It's not very shimmery, but I think that's because it was a sample. Arctic Blue. This is one where it's worth doing a bit of something. Probably from the 70s, I would guess. Oh, and I do have a cartridge in here, but next time I want to use a long cartridge. But I do use the cartridges in, it was a cartridge that I had cleaned out and filled myself with a blunt syringe. Here's one of my favorite pens. Oh my goodness. Carico Elite. Not sure when this was done, but it's definitely an old one. The gold nib. And I inked it with Noodler's ink. Army. And then I was super curious to compare these two inks. The one that I have in the next pen and comparing the ink with this one. And this was a gift from Ramona, a very generously measured sample. Thank you, Ramona, again. And this is a Faber-Castell. Of course, I had to put it in this. The ink is, oh no, the pen's full name is Ambition. I don't know if there's any other part of the name that's still missing. Faber-Castell Ambition, and the ink is Graf von Faber-Castell. Olive green. This is a broad nib, a very round one. Not a whole lot of flex, not a little bit. I don't think I've used this since I've been doing the paper videos. And now we're getting to all the TWSBI Ecos. This baby is new, and blame this new obsession on Manda B. It's her fault. If you don't know her, look her up. Manda B. Dot is her channel name. I've seen these first on her in one of her videos, and I just fell in love. And I first bought the green one several weeks ago, and then put them on my wish list for Christmas. This blue one is not inked, as you can see, but that's the one that I'm going to take to San Diego and fill it with Enchanted Ocean. And I'm going to show you this, which is has also always been inked with the same color. And TWSBI Eco Green. And the ink is Diamond Shimmer. If you don't know that yet, I tell you, I love shimmer inks, but they do not go with every pen. I recently put some in my TWSBI Mini with the the stub nib, and it was not writing well. These guys don't mind the shimmer ink. Diamond Shimmer, Golden Oasis. Not a whole lot of flex in these, just enough. I mean, just like how these write. Broad nibs on all of mine. Yes, there's more. The red one. That's the one that I filled with the new ink. Pink Champagne. Last but not least, this guy. That's the last of my TWSBI Ecos, but like I said, I think I mentioned that I need to get the purple one for my new purple shimmer ink. Always something to desire. TWSBI Eco Orange. Diamond Shimmer. And this is Citrus Ice. Beautiful color. Whoopsie, I shouldn't do that. And here comes the last of my pens, and that's the one that where I told you I was working on the one with the black body, cleaning it out because I had to. I obviously had some waterproof ink in it, and I thought I had cleaned it well enough. The ink was flowing through nicely, or I mean the water was flowing through nicely, but when I put in the ink, I wrote 3 words and then it would quit writing on me, so I thought it probably needs more cleaning. And what I did, because I had already filled it with ink, I just took this section out and swapped that with the one in this pen. And it's also super nice. Beautiful little nib. Is that called a half-hooded nib? I don't know. So number 10 is Faber-Castell. Oh gosh, let's redo this. Let's do it all over. It's called Castell 10. And the ink comes from a sample. Rohrer und Klingner. Scabiosa. I love saying that name because it sounds like Leviosa. Leviosa. All the Harry Potter fans will know what I'm talking about. Oh, well, we can enjoy this color a little bit more, right? As well as that nib. Yeah, Definitely nice flex. I just love how this looks like when I write with it. With this nib. And that's, oopsie, I bumped you. I am very sorry. Yep, love it. So I think we have come to the end. Unless you want to see, I write this for you, but I have already done the same thing in my ink book, which is this one. Love the yellow color, and this was today's page since I added the Faber-Castell today. I started a new page. Last one was done, I think, still in December. Yep. Oh, and you can see the Winter Miracle in the Diamond Shimmer, but you can also see how horrible it looks. Sorry, I shook you again. Yeah, it did not write well at all. Whatever, I'll find the perfect pen when it's Winter Miracle time again. Okay, this was a long one, and I'm going to say my goodbyes now. Until I see you again, I wish you happy writing. Bye.